I think that you heard that give me a lot of bacon eggs, but what I literally said is give me all the bacon and eggs that you have. Do you understand? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So Parks and Rec.
You're trying to feed me what my food eats.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
wonderful.
All right. Well, we start recording, guys. So
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Was that why you turned around and pressed the record button?
that is why I turned around and pressed
Interesting.
record. I was waiting for that awesome moment.
Awesome.
We were talking about Parks and Rec, everybody. If you don't already know what that's from, I can't get really through it, the first season, and they're just telling me I need to force myself and then start with season 2. So I guess I'm going to have to do that. For
no.
my friends.
Well, no.
You're going to have to watch season
have to watch
1,
season
but at the end of July, The Office and Parks and Rec are being removed from Netflix, so good luck trying to find it. So
I have no problem with that.
yeah.
I can find stuff. I know a guy.
I know a guy. Shady back alley deals. You got that shit?
Yeah, right.
Parks and Rec.
Everybody, you want your shit? Come to Walking in My Wheels. Speaking of which, welcome to Walking in My Wheels, the podcast.
Good job
that talks
on all
about,
syllables.
the podcast talks about anything and has absolutely no structure. Me rolling through life with some kick-ass friends that never let me get through an introduction anymore.
I'm sorry.
Hi, guys.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, I've already worked through it on my own.
You sound a little bit salty. Is your sodium chloride system like
Let's
about
put
10% blood?
I don't
Gotcha.
have to add any more
Salty.
sodium to my steaks anymore because I'm salty enough. Thanks to you,
Salty.
fuckers.
Salt factory. Yeah.
And you're welcome.
Thank you,
It's all good.
Matt. How's
What
life
up?
been? Been a minute since we've been talking.
Life's been pretty good.
Yeah, Griz, life's good.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm
Dude.
so mellow after the concert.
Yes.
So
Yes, we saw Metallica, and I feel bad because Matt is going to have to sit out kind of on this conversation again because we're going to talk
It's
about
fine by me.
our Metallica show. I'm sure he'll have his awesome, comments and, his 2 cents, which will add up to probably about $14 by the end.
Totally.
So,
It reminds me of a really bad meme.
okay.
No, well, I'm going to have to just share it because how do you just explain a meme? That just ruins it. It's a visual thing. Come on, guy.
Okay, so when you put the meme up on the page, type, "This is the meme I was talking about in the last podcast."
Absolutely.
So, and
Okay.
hopefully that'll help us gain more listeners.
Oh, okay.
As always, everybody, thank you for listening. We do certainly appreciate it. Sorry we've kind of tapered off, as I said earlier. It's just a summer thing, and we're actually looking at kind of restructuring our schedule and different ideas so we don't get overwhelmed and just provide you with the best content we possibly can.
Right. Like, not overwhelm ourselves, but also, kind of give ourselves time to produce better content as well.
Exactly.
So-
I mean, not that what you have been listening to isn't fucking gold, but anyways.
Not just gold, but fucking gold.
Exactly.
How do you write that on the periodic table?
I don't even. FU. What's the gold symbol?
AU.
FU AU. There we go.
are you sure it's AU?
It's AU and then AG is silver.
There we go.
Not a lot.
I know. Well, we're the ones that watch Gold Rush, so we can't even say a damn thing. How we should know that, actually.
No, because they'd never talk about the periodic table.
No, but it's
All they do is talk about we got to clear the overburden and get to the pay dirt.
Gotta get that paid.
Clear the
I just got a feeling this is where it is. I just got a feeling. You're always wrong. You're always wrong, sir. Shave your white ass beard.
Yes.
Yes. So, yep, it's AU.
Saying.
Good job, nerd.
No problem.
So yes, Griz and I saw Metallica
In Atlanta,
in Atlanta.
stadium show, full pyro.
The weather could not have been more perfect.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
I lost some of my soul.
No, I don't know if you lost it as much as you gave it to them.
True. Yeah. And then I thought I died the following week.
Yeah. I heard you
You
were
did.
melting.
From the inside out. Melting from the inside out.
Yeah, exactly. I said that to Lauren. I said, "What's going on? How's Griz doing?" I'm like, "I don't know. He's melting." And she just stopped for a second and was like, Oh, that's fucked up.
Because she looked at you and gave her that look like, yeah, that's what I
No,
mean.
I didn't. I just kind of said it. I was like, I think I was driving, and then she just thought about it. It's like, you're gross.
It is what it is. Everybody gets
It
there.
is.
You missed a work. You missed that next week of work.
I did. Because we had a couple days off, but still. I'm glad we had that so I could recoup, recover.
That's the worst, man. I was like that a few years ago. I remember I was like, only thing I could hold down was like Pedialyte. It was horrible. It's not good.
I was drinking water, and I would have Papa John's breadsticks. Just because it's just,
Dry and
there's no.
Yeah.
So, that's
tough, man.
It's tough.
But you're out of
it's
it.
good though. It's good though.
You're
better now. I think my body was just like, we partied hardy. So
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
my body got back at me and it was like, no,
I know.
fuck you.
I know. You shall pass. Oh,
Damn.
So Matt, when we go to Daytona,
Uh-huh.
I can't party that hard.
I'm not planning on it.
Chill mode.
Chill.
I wish I was going with you guys.
Dude, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You guys are going next weekend, huh?
Yeah, leaving
Not even. Yeah, we're going to be leaving Thursday night.
Wednesday
Just to-
night.
Yeah, Wednesday night,
Wednesday
and then
night.
we check in on Thursday. That's right.
What
Yep.
time? When are you coming back?
Sunday.
I'm going to see Slayer on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yep. Not tomorrow, but the upcoming Sunday.
Sweet.
That's probably going to be my last concert for a minute. Or my next concert will be something very mellow or chill.
Slayer is awesome live.
Yeah, I've seen them twice. They're pretty amazing. So looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I've heard they've slowed down a little bit. As far as you really can see that the age is getting to them, from what I can understand. But my friend saw him last night. I haven't talked to him. He saw him down in Florida. I haven't talked to him yet, but
Dude, you've had a pretty epic summer with Iron Maiden, Metallica, Slayer.
yeah, man. Yeah, I've done it right
That's
this
some
year.
that's some bucket list
Yeah,
stuff right
life
there.
is going pretty fucking good right now for me. I'm pretty happy.
Yeah.
I've
good.
This is one of the. This is my rebound summer from life and the divorce. 2.5 years ago. So it's
Right.
yeah,
Good job.
Yeah, just moving forward,
Good
man.
job.
It's
Sweet.
it's good. My ex-wife is now remarried. Totally love her husband. He's fucking cool as hell. Yeah, man.
I think he's listening.
That's cool, man. You can listen to all of them. What's up, Rick? What's up?
Yo yo.
Yeah, bros before hoes. What?
That's amazing.
Yeah. So no, man. He's very cool. I couldn't be happier for Cynthia.
Totally.
She found somebody. Dated a couple of guys. I fucking hated him, and he came along. I'm like, he's cool. So, not that my approval mattered, but I think it, was a part of it, to a certain degree. So, anyways, let's get back to the Metallica stuff. We saw Metallica.
Did you guys see Metallica?
We did, man, dude.
I
We
didn't
did.
know you guys were going to
We
see
didn't know.
Metallica. You guys were really quiet about the whole thing.
Volbeat opened up the show.
Volbeat did open up the show.
Really surprised me.
Before we start there, I need to tell everybody
Hate
the
this one,
story
guys.
Of the ride?
of the ride. So, we couldn't believe it. We got to the hotel and they said, "Oh, they got a
Shuttle.
shuttle that goes to the venue." So,
And it was good because we did some pre-gaming at the hotel.
yeah,
So.
yeah, we did some. Yeah, we did.
Well, for you, I know it doesn't take much. How much?
All right,
pre-gaming
I'll just
did
tell
you
her
do?
what
It's like,
I-
I had two
I don't-
beers.
I don't care because it was a Metallica. I got wicked fucking high. Just letting everybody know there. I got ripped and it was
Yeah.
awesome. So, but anyways, so they have the
Shuttles.
the shuttle. Sorry, shuttles, and then they have a van with this thing on it also. And so everybody's looking at me like, all right, how are we going to do this? And the shuttle doesn't have one of those handicap things where I can just go in it. And I look over, and I'm like, I see you guys got a van over there. I got a pretty good group of people here. We could just hop in the van, and and they're like, okay, yeah, we'll do that for you. So I got a private fucking ride for 3/4 of my group.
Yeah, me and the other
Right.
Matt Simons, we had to ride in the big shuttle.
Because there wasn't enough room.
Yeah.
So I don't remember. I had basically 4 women and 1 guy with me. So I'm not going to list all their names. Doesn't matter. Not pertinent for the story. So we get in this thing, and the guy gets in the van. The guy probably not the race that matters, but he's a black man who was probably in his, I want to say 40, I'd say 50s, at least 50s, mid 50s. Weighed about 400 pounds, just large individual. He gets in the car, and so we're all just kind of quiet. We've been amped this whole time, but at this point we're all there kind of quiet. And the driver would say things, but he wouldn't say it at a level where everybody could hear, so you didn't know if he was talking to us or talking to the Bluetooth that he had in his ear. And we're just like, oh. So we're just all just kind of like, what the fuck's going on here? Because he's just saying things out of the blue, so I can only assume he's on his phone. So we're going down the road, and all of a sudden he goes, hello? Yeah? Yeah. So now I know he's definitely on the phone. And we're driving down the road that, like, speed limit's like 45, 50 miles an hour. 2 lanes, one side, 2 lanes. So it's a 4-lane road.
Yeah.
With a median. And he's like, what? And hits the brakes and just fucking stops in the middle of the road. What do you mean? And stops just to have this conversation. Person behind us is like, meh, 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 waving his arm out the van. I'm sitting there just ripped out of my mind, like, going, what the fuck's going on here? What's happening? So apparently he had the other set of keys for the other shuttle bus. So we had to turn around there and bring him back. So we turn around. And we're driving back. And he's talking some more. You can tell he's all getting agitated and all that. He'll say things, but we don't really hear what he's saying because he's not quite talking loud enough. And we have a group text message with the whole group going at this time. And I'm like, this dude's crazy, man. And so we're all like laughing for no reason. Just random, like, ha, 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 ha. You know, you do the text, like, you hear everybody's phone go ding, 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 and there's like a ha, 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 ha.
What the fuck?
Because everybody's reading the same text, so we're all texting each other back and forth. So we drop off the keys, and then we're going, and then there's just this lull because nobody wants to talk because a dude just stops in the middle of the road, and we don't know what the hell's going on, and we're all pre-gamed up. So the best part is, he goes, I got some music on my phone. I hear him say that, but nobody else hears him say that. And I'm just looking at him like, all right, well, I wonder what this is going to be all about. So plugs in his phone. I thought maybe like some Salt and Pepper, something that hypey, or maybe something a little rocky. So
what does he play? What the hell was it?
So all of a sudden I'm sitting there and the song comes on. I'm just like, my eyebrows go. I'm like, huh? I like, the dog when they look at you and they tilt their head.
They're like,
this
what's
is what
going
I
on?
went, what do we? Is this? No, it's not. Oh my God. This can't be this song. Is this really Bruce Springsteen's Philadelphia? So he's playing Streets of Philadelphia, the song that's the main song of the movie Philadelphia, about a guy who died from AIDS and fought the system. And we're just like, I'm like, so we're telling like, what the hell is this? So the only other guy that's in the van goes, who has not spoken a word the whole time, all of a sudden goes, hey, so I've never heard this song before, but I can tell you it's the saddest fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life, and we're on our way to a Metallica concert. I just start crying in laughter. I was like, oh my God, you actually said it. You actually said it. It was just the funniest thing. And then he's like, oh, well, he goes, I'm sorry. Well, I got some Steely Dan. And we're like, what the fuck is going on? Steely Dan. So
I would have been like, yeah, put on some fucking Steely Dan.
And the whole time he kept referring to Metallica as Motley Crue. Oh, yeah, I know Motley Crue. We're like, we're going to see Metallica, man. It was so weird. So we got out. We just had to like shake it off. Oh man, it was the craziest ride ever. Yeah, I thought. And he was driving like 1,000 miles an hour after we dropped the keys off too. It was crazy. 1,000 miles an hour down the highway, weaving in and out of people listening to fucking Streets of Philadelphia by Bruce Springsteen. That was my ride to the Metallica concert.
You're like, am I going to die in a car crash or am I going to die of AIDS?
I just
right
wanted,
now?
yeah.
Fuck.
I felt like I'd caught it just from that ride.
That's
I felt abused.
The van abused you. Show me where
I'm
the
out of breath.
van touched you.
Oh God, it was so funny.
I totally missed it. I was just chilling in the shuttle with the air on, waiting on y'all to
I know
come.
you and Matt Simons, and Matt's like, "What's going on?" He's texting, "What's going on? What's happening?" We're like, "Dude, we can't even begin to explain this right now." So yeah, and so at the end, what did he say? Oh God, he's like, sorry about the whole thing and about the ride. He like kind of apologized. I'm like, no, it's all good, man. He's like, well, I know you wanted to get here. I'm like, no, man. I go, I'm gonna remember this ride for the rest of my life. I'm actually gonna have children just so I can tell them about this ride. And everybody in the van started laughing their ass off. It was just so.
You
fun.
said that to the guy?
Yeah, I totally said it was so funny though. Oh God! Whew. All right, I'm done talking for the next 5 minutes. I'm gonna eat my donut, drink some coffee. Oh, you guys are up. I'm out of breath.
I didn't go to Metallica show, so I don't know what to say. You're up, Griz.
I know. You got grand interviewing skills. I'll put in my couple of 2 cents. So just interview them or something.
So you said Volbeat surprised you. Why did they surprise you?
Yes.
Because you know how I feel about Volbeat.
How do you feel about Volbeat?
I don't like Volbeat.
You don't like them?
No, I don't like Volbeat. I'm not a fan.
They put on a great show. Their sound is tight.
Clean, very tight.
Yes.
Right. I'd imagine they
Very
Metallica probably
And
made sure they sound pretty decent.
The singer, I don't know his name, but
No, they really did sound very, very good.
yeah, whoever the sound tech was for them,
On point.
yeah,
Yeah.
on point. They were good. They were clean. Vocals was awesome. They just kicked ass. I'm not going to lie. I don't really care about the radio stuff I've heard because I haven't really dove in to listen to any Volbeat. But yeah, they were really good. Got the show started really, really good.
Right on.
And SunTrust Park, where we were in Atlanta, or Marietta, the Atlanta Braves field, clean stadium. I know it's brand new, but that park is legit.
It's gorgeous.
Right.
It was gorgeous.
Right.
There's plenty of places to go to the bathroom, get food, get beer. Lines weren't too bad.
Except for the merch lines.
Merch had a line the whole time, though.
Yeah.
But the way
that's
it's set
it
up
usually
is they have the merch tent. You could be in line and still see the show
Yeah.
because it's all like kind of open.
In
It's
the,
covered,
in
but
the
it's open.
concourse, yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, it's very, very well done. Very well done.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Avenged played before Metallica came out. And
Avenged Sevenfold.
yeah.
Well,
Their music really does not translate to a good live show.
that's because they use studio musicians.
And I was told that they put on a good show, though. I was told they put on a good show.
The crowd was pumped.
Yeah, well, they have a huge fan base.
Yeah, so... But it just...
Yeah.
Going from Volbeat to Avenged and just the sound quality and the vocal quality as well, there was just no comparison whatsoever.
No.
Avenged
They're
should
a
have
studio band.
Avenged, if Avenged started and then Volbeat and then Metallica, that would have been just like a great just ramp up.
Mm-hmm.
So, because we were thinking about we were going to tour the stadium during those acts. We didn't know we were going to catch the shuttles to the park until we got to the hotel, which worked out awesome. And then
It really did. I
Yeah.
mean, despite me almost dying, but
yeah, and then we had to lift
he stopped
back.
in the middle of the fucking road. Like, didn't pull over to the right a little bit, right in the middle of the road. It's like stopping. Oh gosh! All right, go on.
Hey, any speed bump could be a jump. You were about to be the speed bump in this case.
Oh my gosh!
It's amazing.
It's crazy.
It's amazing.
All right, so go on.
I'm glad you guys survived.
Yeah, me too.
It was great.
You would have been missed.
I hate you.
You got to be really
People
appreciate
are like,
that
what?
comment,
Derek's
though.
dead? Oh man.
Oh man.
Well, we're gonna hit up the show real quick. We'll take care of that stuff afterwards. I mean, it's Metallica.
We'll clean out his
Derek's
apartment.
dead.
We'll
Hashtag
clear
because
his.
I wouldn't have been able to get in because
We'll clear
my
that
ticket was
folder.
on his phone.
you had my
Right.
key.
We'll clear that folder on his computer that says "quote unquote" French homework.
I know, right?
Yeah, totally.
Nice. I already got somebody for that.
Oh, right on.
And then Metallica. What can I say? They played 19 songs.
17.
Was it 17?
17. They did one less. They normally do 18, but they did one less due to the time constraint laws in Georgia.
Ah.
So they had to quit. So they were only able to do 17. But the set list was amazing. I got to hear my favorite song, which is Creeping Death. And you got to hear Halo on Fire, and you also got to hear
Nothing Else Matters.
Nothing Else Matters.
No, but Creeping Death was...
Speaking of which, I listened to it on vinyl last night.
How was it?
I just cranked the shit, man. It was awesome.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's great.
Gotcha. So, okay, so
They
is
opened-
this the right set list?
They opened with Hardwired,
Hardwired and then
but they did
Atlas
the
Rise.
Yep, they did the
Oh,
intro,
it was a
the
good
good,
set list.
the good, the bad, the ugly. They opened with that, which they do with everyone they do, and that just pumps it up and builds it up.
You were gonna go somewhere, and I was sitting there in our area, and then like 30 seconds later, Derek comes back and he like hits me on my arm and says, "They're about to start." And
That's
his eyes
because-
were like crazy.
You know why? Because I knew that this song that holy shit,
Who's what?
Hey, way to put your shit on vibrate. Thanks, guy.
whatever.
Gotcha.
So, I know. So what was going to happen is they play "Let There Be Rock" by AC/DC, and I know the next song is that I know they're coming on after that song because every time I've seen clips or whatever, they've always played that song, and then it goes into the good, bad, the ugly, and then they're on. So when I left, that song was on. I was like, "Oh fuck, they're coming! They're going to be next." Sorry, I got the hiccups. So that's why I came back 30 seconds later. I'm like, "Oh, this is going to happen," and that's "Let There Be Rock." That's off of their live album, AC/DC's. It's a phenomenal album. It's their best album, I think.
The live one.
Yeah. Is it live? I don't think it's live.
Let There Be Rock?
Is that live?
No. I'm pretty sure it isn't.
Oh. Anyways, it's a man, Bon Scott. It's good stuff. So, yeah, so I came back. So they opened with Hardwired.
No, Atlas Rise.
Atlas Rise.
For Whom the Bell Tolls.
You got the list?
Yeah, I do have the
All
set
right.
list.
All right, cool.
So, yeah, so the set list was Hardwired, Atlas Rise, For Whom the Bell Tolls, Creeping Death.
Dude, there's nothing like screaming "die" over and over again with 50,000 other people.
That's great.
Yes. Yeah, and I wanted that song to be played.
Look at his face.
I wanted that song to be played.
He's so upset now.
I wanted that
Like,
song.
it's not that. It was just like there's nothing like screaming "die" with 50,000 people. I guess I could agree. That is a kind of a unique experience that you don't get every
It
day.
is, and
But,
do
know,
it.
It was just like
But the cool part is,
I roll.
the cool part about the whole thing is everybody just starts doing it. The band didn't have to say this is what you do here. Everybody just started saying "die."
Well, it's a lot
And I
less rock
wanted
and
that.
roll. Like if they have to. Okay, now when we get to the point where we start saying,
Well,
"die,"
you know,
over and
sometimes
over,
you
we
need-
want everybody to do it. For
Well, you know,
us.
sometimes stuff gets guided, and
Yeah.
let in. So, and it didn't have to happen. And I really wanted that song to be played because I wanted Griz to be able to be a part of that. Because that's one thing I do remember, and that was my favorite part of my first Metallica show, is that everybody started saying "die, die," and it just kind of evolved into that. It wasn't led, and the fans just took over, and that was
right.
the main
They've been
thing
playing
I
that song
remember
for a
from
minute
my-
too.
yeah.
That's always been like that. I think. Was
About-
that on Binge and Purge? Like on the
Oh, yes.
Seattle?
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I mean, I've been doing that for years, so that's pretty. A lot of Metallica fans go to every damn show. I mean, you know, or even follow the band around. You
So
know,
the
for
fact that
entire tour.
song's not even being done on every on every set, it's not part of every set list. It's part of a lot of them, but not
right?
every
Yeah,
song.
but they've been playing that since
Yeah.
you know, and that's been going down for a long time.
yeah, but that's my favorite song, and I was like, that's the main one I want to
and
hear.
then I see they switched over to country, and they did The Unforgiven,
Which was fucking amazing. I was-
they do that song live very well.
I was surprised.
They do, and then it was
Moth into Flame.
no. So Now That We're Dead with extended drum solo,
Oh yeah.
and then it's Moth into Flame.
So here's the thing with the extended drum solo.
It's not Lars in the 80s.
They have 4 big giant drums come out on the stage, like a giant tom-tom, I guess.
Or
I guess.
timpanis.
No, they're not timpanis.
Not timpanis.
No.
Almost
Okay.
like a gigantic Congo drum, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I saw once Imagine Dragons on television doing a live set, and they had these big drums, and they're all like playing it, and it was this amazing thing. So they had 4 drums, and basically the music all stops, and all 4 of them are on a drum.
Playing a different rhythm.
But playing together. And it does that for probably about a minute or two. And then Lars goes back, and they all go back to their positions and start playing. It's kind of neat, but not very metal, I'd say. It was cool. It was neat. Imagine Dragons has already done it. So,
what about the Blue Man Group? They've kind of done that too, haven't they?
In essence. But they use like a tube or something.
Yeah, they use PVC pipes and stuff.
So, I mean, it was badass, but
So,
I would have been okay with that song not being a part of the set list.
The song's not fast. Now that we're dead, it's good and heavy.
Yeah.
So it really doesn't need a lull like that in it.
right.
So,
Yeah,
but I mean, it was good.
it was still cool.
Yeah.
And then we got to sing Now That We're Return to Azkaban together.
yeah.
There's a lyric that says Return to Ash again or something. And it sounds like Return to Azkaban. So Griz and I were just looking at each other singing that. We bromanced hard.
We did.
We did. Yeah.
It's good.
We did.
So that, all right. So
Happy for you guys.
Now That We're Dead.
And then Moth into Flame.
Which was good.
That was good.
That was one of the better songs of the entire night.
Yeah.
Just because the pyro was awesome too. Could feel the heat where we were, and we weren't close, but
No, we weren't even,
yeah.
But you could feel it.
Yeah, that's some good pyro.
Yeah, that was a good song.
Yeah.
Fun to see live. Their newer stuff was much better live than I expected.
Yeah.
So
Okay. And then it was Wherever I May Roam.
Yeah. That.
I'd gladly take that right off the set list.
Yeah.
It's too.
It's not even one of the
Top one of their better songs.
It's
either.
not even. I know that it was released, and it's got their fans like it, but it's not even like on the top 6 songs off that album.
It was popular
No.
then, but it's just, I'm not a big fan of their slower stuff on that album. They could have done like Through the Never,
Yeah.
or Struggle Within. Those are deep cuts.
Struggle
But
with.
I don't know,
Yeah.
I think you start playing that stuff live, people lose their fucking minds.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. Then there was a Halo on Fire.
That was amazing.
And then it was followed, that had Kirk and Rob solos, including I Disappear and Anesthesia.
That was epic.
Yes. Rob Trujillo
Yeah.
started, basically did Anesthesia, and on the screen they had Cliff Burton, and he was just like in slow motion, headbanging and doing his bass solo. But it was just like, this ode to Cliff, and it was really done well. And when he came up on the screen, the whole crowd erupted, which is cool because it knows the people, the fans who know them, and know about Cliff. And that's one thing Metallica has done a really, really good job of, is letting everybody remember Cliff throughout the years.
Right.
And how important he was to the band and the growth of the band.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, I am curious as to what would have happened with the band if
Had
he was still in it. Yeah.
been around.
Because I think he had a lot more say in the music.
He had a lot of the sound,
Yep.
to it. Yeah, absolutely. I don't think that the Black Album would have been what it was, or even like the Load or Reload stuff would have wound up being what it was, because that wasn't kind of the musical direction.
But he was into country, or not country, he was into classical and stuff like that.
Cliff Burton, yeah.
Yeah, so.
But I think
Justice
that it would have
wouldn't
went
have
to...
sounded the same either. That was the first album without him.
Well, they might have actually had bass in the mix, so...
To Live Is To Die Is To Live, he wrote that.
That's true.
Cliff Burton wrote that.
Yeah. Then after that was Sad But True, which I know it's usually a pretty good live song, but that's also one of those slower songs that can either...
That is the only song that was really jacked up, and Lars fucked it up.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because
Sounds about right.
The drums
but that's
was
kind of surprising, because that's not really a fast song.
It was
It's those weird pauses.
He got behind on the drums on the chorus.
It was...
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Because after it goes Sad But True, and then it goes dun.
See,
dun, 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 dun. The drums were off. He was like, when it was nothing that was supposed to be playing except for Hetfield singing, he was back there like
putting on chapstick or something.
It
was, and I don't know.
And that's another song that I don't care for. I think Kid Rock killed it for me. when
Yeah,
he did
kinda-
his.
Well, and it's their heaviest. It's one of their heaviest songs, and that's why you opened it with "Do you want heavy? We have heavy," and then it was sad but true. It's like, yeah, but it's kind of boring. You're heavy but boring.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's not
and
very-
again, I will say this: even though I could, do without that song on the concert, it was still epic as shit, though, being able to be there with everybody and see it.
Oh, absolutely.
Right,
Just you're being a
so-
part of that community. And when he talked about being family, it talked about being family. It's you don't get that unless you're like there in it and you realize, oh yeah, this is one collective group. We are the Borg. We are the Metallica Borg. Hashtag because
This
Metallica
is
Borg.
futile. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah.
That's really the way you feel.
Now the next one I actually had a question about because I do prefer Metallica live over the recorded stuff. It's just it's a little bit more raw, and this is one song that I know that I've seen videos recently in the last couple of tours that like I've seen Lars like fucking destroy it like multiple times. Next was One.
It was good.
Dude,
Was
dude.
The only thing that Kurt missed some lead stuff at the beginning. And that was it.
yeah, Kurt's not as fast as he used to be, but it's still pretty tasty. Like what he does play, he plays pretty.
Yeah.
Clean.
There were definitely you definitely could hear the hiccups. There were a few hiccups in it, but I mean,
That's what
you're
live fucking
playing
music
live.
is about,
no,
though.
exactly. So you can't
Yeah.
you can't
Yeah.
ignore that.
Well, what I've only noticed is that like, and it's
The
pretty
end-
consistent.
the
Is at
end
the end,
was-
like with the solo, like is that where Lars seems to lose the beat somewhere?
Yes.
In that.
I didn't notice that at all. I mean, they had this whole epic background thing going with the huge.
It was, dude. I think it was the best song of the
Their
night. to be
stage
quite
setup
honest.
was really fucking amazing this
Yeah,
tour.
and you don't even understand the pyros that come along with it. It's just
They've been, they're big on the pyro and blowing
Did
shit up.
Fade to Black come on after One,
No, it was Master,
and then Fade?
Oh,
and then Fade.
Those three songs.
that's where I lost.
We thought we were about to die before that because Halo ended, and then I was like, I need a drink, and then Derek was like, I got to go to the bathroom, and all of a sudden they started with Puppets.
They started with Puppets. No, I had to go get something to eat because
That's
I was
right.
starting to feel really weak. So I started with Puppets, and I was like, fuck, I got to stay for this. So I started headbanging and all that. And then I started really feeling lightheaded, like I was actually going to pass out. And it slowed down in Puppets. I was like, I got to get something to eat. I made it to the concession, got my hot dog, made it back to the seat before it sped back up. I was there and back, ate, headbanged a little bit more. By the end of Puppets, my body said, you can't do this anymore.
And then
I
Fade to
couldn't do
Black
it
came
anymore.
on, and
Yeah.
Fade to Black was awesome.
And then that went through a movie clip through to Never, including the Eye of the Beholder intro played from tape. And then it went to Seek and Destroy.
Wait, what?
That's what it says on here. It said it was preceded. It was preceded by Through to Never movie clip. So I guess that was. Then they played Fade to Black. Then it went to Seek and Destroy.
Yeah.
Yes, the Through the Never. Dude, that was pretty cool. Have you ever seen that?
Uh huh.
The Through the Never?
Yeah.
I thought it was fantastic. I saw it in 3D. Fucking seeing Metallica life size in 3D. I went with Simons to it, and it was fucking amazing. We're just sitting in our seats. We're just like trying so hard not to just go buck wild because it was just it's Metallica being screamed in your ears in a movie theater, and you're just sitting still. So our legs are going. I'm playing air guitar at the seat, but yeah, I thought that movie Through the Never was fantastic. That movie
And the sound mix was great.
sound mix was very good.
Headfield was on point.
Yep.
And the videos, if you follow Metallica on social media, the videos they released from the shows, they're not picking up the true sound of the show.
Right.
No.
Because they're doing the sound through the mixer. They're not doing the sound like what you actually pick up in the actual.
Yeah,
mix.
you're getting
Right.
You're getting the sound right from the
because
instruments
you're
as
getting
opposed to-
you're getting it from the mixer, and you're not getting like the actual like the sound staging.
Yes.
And a lot of times it's kind of weird because what sounds different in the mix, like when it's recorded from the mixer, if you're there, because it's based on the shape of the actual theater or wherever hall, or if you're outside, it's how like the sound just sounds like cuts through the air. It
Yeah.
sounds very different. So I'd imagine it probably would sound a lot better live.
I just don't see how those old fuckers do this show.
yeah.
What do you mean?
I've been like
how much
like
how much they put into a show in this many shows.
I'm sitting there headbanging in a chair for an hour and a half, and my body said, "No, you can't do that." Like for the last 3 songs, I just was tapping my handlebars. My body stopped. Said, "You can't do this anymore." I was absolutely spent and wiped out, and these guys are just going off, running around the stage. It's ridiculous how much energy they really do have.
Right. Yeah.
So, but I mean, to go back, one I think was the best song of the night,
or Creepin' Death.
Yeah. But as far as production wise, as far as the stage and everything that goes along with it,
yeah,
because
it was a whole thing. You could look at the screen.
Right.
The music was on point. Lars didn't fuck it up like he did in Sad But True. So it was good. And then the Through the Never Thing, and then going into Fade to Black.
And that was Fade to Black. At that point in the concert, you want to cry when that song comes on because it was just you're like
Fade to Black is just there's something about it, and to actually get the end of the song where it ends, because on the album it ends in a solo, like it just fades it out,
just fades out. Yeah,
it fades to black. Would you say?
Yeah.
Oh man, that was a flipper clap if there ever was one.
That's my seal laugh.
Exactly. So we said there was Seek and Destroy, but then
Seek and Destroy was freaking awesome too.
That's
timeless song.
Crowd pleaser. It's crowd pleaser.
So good.
You just yelled at us really loud, by the way.
Just getting pumped again, dude.
Yeah,
See, you should have fucking been there.
Oh god, now I gotta edit that part.
Then it's then they encored. Is that where they left? Okay. And then they came back with Battery, which
shocked the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah, that's one of those where, like I said, I was dead. I couldn't move, and I wanted to go fucking nuts.
And the crowd was already going crazy.
The crowd
at the beginning of Puppets, it has that little acoustic thing that they play, and me and Derek have been talking about it before since he's seen them. You know, the older Metallica shows. I said, do they start Battery that way? And he was like, I've never heard them start it that way. And all of a sudden, like, the screen popped up, and it was the Puppets album cover, kind of with the
song Master of Puppets.
Yeah,
they actually had puppet hands, and strings were coming down, and it looked like it was on Lars. The strings, it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it was fucking cool. Man.
Yeah,
it was really cool.
And then that damn acoustic thing comes on, and I look at Derek, and we're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but then Battery, I didn't think they would play that, so that shocked me. And
then they played, and this song is one of the ones I was never a big fan of it, but Nothing Else Matters.
Amazing live.
It's one of my favorites.
Amazing live. He looked at Griz looked at me.
Not just my favorite all-time Metallica song, but that's one of my favorite all-time songs. The key, the second solo, soothes my soul. That's just.
It started, and Griz looked down at me and said, "I might cry in this one."
I just was so emotionally spent, man.
Yeah.
I knew they were going to play it, but I gave everything I had to everything because it was just so epic.
It was. Did you see the picture I put on Facebook? I don't know if I put it on our page or not. I don't think so.
Of Simons?
Of Simons with his arms outstretched in the air, throwing the horns up.
Yeah.
With his head back.
Mm-hmm.
That was him the whole show. He was just like putting his hands in his hair, like he just couldn't believe where he was at and what he was experiencing.
Like, have you ever seen, like, I hate to do a parallel of this,
that's fine.
But have you ever seen a church service on TV or something?
Oh my God.
Right.
You're going here with it?
I said, I'm sorry for the parallel.
Praise the Lord.
No, I'm just saying.
No, yeah, absolutely. Like when people when they're feeling the Spirit.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
Absolutely.
Simons was speaking in tongue, bro. Oh, shit.
That was just a good energy.
Yeah.
Just a really good energy. So
the crowd, the environment. I wore my Crippled AF shirt. I got so many compliments on that and just nods, and people just looking at me going, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
And then they kicked ass with Sandman at the end.
Yeah, because it then went to Enter Sandman with Frayed Ends of Sanity outro.
Yeah. Now with the Sandman thing, it was one of those things where it was I knew that was the final song because I've been looking at their set list along the way. I'm like, it's been done a million times and all that. And then when you're there, you're like, yep, this has to be the closer. This is a great song, and it's still awesome. And now I lay me down to sleep, you know, in the part where it's like, ooh, and everybody just, it's just, man, it's It was just
That's a good song.
Yeah. At the end of the day, even if you don't like them, and you go to a concert, and go, oh yeah, that's awesome, that's awesome, that's awesome, that's awesome. You remember just how phenomenal they are.
A good live band is a good live band. I know
Period,
that, like,
yes.
you know, some of the best shows I've ever seen are by, you know, people I do not listen to. Like, I know probably
Bon Jovi puts on an incredible show.
Yes, he does. Actually, I will say that. Bon Jovi puts on a good show. Stevie Wonder puts on a dope show. I remember Live 8. The one who surprised the shit out of me.
Stevie Wonder? Haven't seen him.
Haven't seen him. Gotcha. Well played. But you know who puts on a crazy show, and I was surprised, is Dave Matthews Band.
Oh, I guarantee that would be a kick-ass show.
Holy shit, are they tight? Like,
know,
it's like
just
terrifyingly tight.
Just because the musicianship that's on the stage.
Oh yeah, that band is sick.
Yeah,
that band is absolutely sick. But
I have a theory on that.
That was like, we have a music festival here, and it was one of the best shows I've ever seen. Was a band called Delta Deep, and it's the bassist player. Yeah, it's the bassist from Stone Temple Pilots, the lead guitarist for Def Leppard, and then some other people. I don't know who they are, but
just some dudes,
just some other guys.
And then there was this black lady singer, and they put on a hell of a show. I was like, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So I downloaded their album.
I think when it comes to Dave Matthews Band, I think a big part of why everybody loves them so much is, and you say they put on a great show, I think it's because they have that awesome support of the fans, and the fan base brings that aura.
Well, no, when I saw them, it wasn't like I was at a Dave Matthews show. I saw them at Live 8, so there was, like, you know, just like an eclectic mix.
Saw them
of,
at
like,
what?
Live 8.
You went to Live 8?
Live 8. It wasn't Live 8. They just called it Live 8.
Is it the same as Live 8, but it was like the 8?
Yeah, it was more. No, it was.
It wasn't all We Are the World is. Yeah.
No. Hold on. I forgot what it was in relation to. It was about the.
It wasn't
like
about
the G8 states. It was like, you know, whole entire was like discussions about Africa essentially. So it was, you know, put on. It was the repeat, and this was in 2005. And so it was like the whole entire damn city. I mean, there was like 1 million people there. So it wasn't like I was at like a Dave Matthews show, but like I remember he came out and he was lit as fuck, dude. I mean, he like came out there like just kind of like I mean, I was like, damn, this dude's more stoned than I am.
Yeah, right.
And he just like, and I was pretty lit. And he like walks up to the microphone and he's like staring off into the distance, like, huh? He's like, I heard you guys got a little party going on over here. Like, seriously, I was just like, oh, dude, this is going to suck.
Yeah.
And then just, like, kills it
like,
for his whole entire damn set. I was just like,
so much to say,
what?
so much.
You know, it's crazy with the mix, like, for them, like, the band, like, everything just kind of comes out more live. I was just like, holy shit.
It's good levels and everything.
Oh, man.
And they really accentuate the horns, too. The horns are definitely not a backup. It's its main.
Nah. And I mean, they're like one giant rhythm section tight.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
so I was like,
it's legit.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple of my friends that were with me, you know, they're big Dave Matthews fans, so they were like, holy shit. But I wasn't like.
Hey, you may not like country music,
whatever.
but Garth Brooks and his band. That was a phenomenal show.
Yeah, I'm sure that they would be really tight.
I think they would just
I remember
be a fun
Clint
show.
Black's band used to be really tight back in the day. Actually, the same day Keith Urban played. Keith Urban's band is tight as shit.
Yeah, but
like
it's Keith Urban.
Exactly. I'm not into their music, but I was just like, okay, that was actually kind of impressive.
Mr. Nicole Kidman.
Mr. Nicole Kidman.
Kidman.
So,
on that. Hey, she got him to quit drinking, so yeah. More power to her.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah.
All right, man, we're going to wrap this up. We've been going for like 45 minutes now.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired of talking to you anyway.
Yeah. You did so much talking today.
Did.
You actually did.
Go see live shows, man.
Yeah,
never
see some live
never
music.
underestimate the power of good live music.
Seriously, if you do have an opportunity, if there's that band you want to see, but the tickets are $20 too expensive, spend the extra $20 to go experience it.
Yeah.
Live music, there's nothing like it, especially if it's a band that you like. You know, like I said, like we said earlier, I'm going to my third concert this summer, and you know, part of me doesn't want to go because I'm just going 1,000 miles an hour. But dude, it's
fucking Slayer.
Yeah,
dude.
it's Slayer. You're experiencing life, though. I mean, it doesn't matter who it is. You're still experiencing life. So go see live shows. You know, support your local bands, and yeah, man, just go enjoy it. It's great. Find your thing and do it.
Hey, Metallica will be back and do a not stadium shows, but arena shows.
You gonna come to that one, man?
And we're going to do that.
You're an asshole.
No, I'm not going to spend my money to see Metallica.
What if I buy you the ticket?
I probably really don't want you to waste your money.
Dude, handicap seating. It's dope. Right?
If you're handicapped. I'm not handicapped.
No, but you're with somebody who is.
This is true.
You take advantage of these situations.
Absolutely.
You're totally
No.
not going with it.
I would not go. Not going to go.
So so that podcast will be Metallica 2.0. Still no Matt.
Still no Matt. Exactly.
All right.
Yep.
So, all right. Anything you want to say?
And haters like PJ too.
Yeah, what is that all about?
He's just trying to get a rise out of people.
Oh, dude, he really got it out of you. You texted him right after. You didn't even respond to the thread. You texted him. That makes me laugh.
I know. He's like, and the text
was, really?
Perfect.
That was amazing.
Perfect. Oh,
Well played, PJ.
definitely. Anything you need to say?
Well played.
Anything you want to say before we go?
No.
All right. Anything you want to say before we go?
Man. Just, I don't know, dude. It was a great experience. It was. Glad me and you got to go.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Hashtag because Metallica.
Hashtag because of Metallica. Hashtag.
Be love.
Yep. And, we don't know who'll be coming on next, but we'll keep you all posted via social media. And we just appreciate all your listening and your support and everything like that. So thank you. And always remember, even a speed bump can be a jump.
Thank you for supporting Walking in My Wheels. You can listen to us on iTunes, Google Play, and YouTube. Also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. If you have something to say, email us at walkinginmywheels@gmail.com. Keep being awesome people and hashtag be love.